Hello everyone, it's Everything Buzz City here, back again with another video. In today's video, we will be talking about the comments from Austin Rivers on the Charlotte Hornets and their inability to surround LaMelo Ball with above average talent. We're gonna listen to what he had to say, and I'll give you my thoughts on it afterwards.
Surround LaMelo around people that can help him tap into his potential, not deplete it. And I feel like that's what we're getting right now.
Yeah.
Troubled youth is like what's usually described.
It's tough because it was LaMelo and Anthony Edwards kind of, I'm not going to say a rivalry, but they were coming to lead together.
LaMelo won rookie year over ahead. Ant's over here playing on the USA
team. And LaMelo
team.
made the All-Star game before him too.
Yeah, and it's like, now it's like, what's going on? It's like, LaMelo hasn't done anything wrong, but it's like, what is the standard that's being set there? The whole thing there. It's not LaMelo's fault. How old is he?
He's got to be 22.
He's like 22, 23 years old. Like, bro, it's not on him to be doing this, man. His job is to go out there and be like a really young, talented player and like dominate, which he does just about every night. He just needs help in terms of like.
Well, also the NBA is just younger now too.
Exactly.
It's just a really.
It
young
is.
league, yeah.
So when it is this young, you put yourself at cost of like this shit. But like, there's still teams that do it right.
Yeah.
I don't see this problem in OKC. That team's pretty young too. That shit don't fly there.
Okay, so a lot was said there. I think we're going to look at the actual quote of what he said. So there's a good piece by SI.com, Fan Nation, All Hornets, Austin Leak. I'll give you your credit here. Really good job, man. Anyways, we're going to look at what he said here. He said, quote, surround LaMelo around effing people who can help him tap into his potential, not deplete it. And I feel like that's what we're getting right now. Okay, so the important word there is tap into his potential, right? Tap into his potential and not deplete it. What is he talking about? He's talking about veteran leadership, and he's 100% correct. If he's trying to say that the Charlotte Hornets don't have talent, he's 100% incorrect, okay? It wouldn't be like the Mavs with Kyrie and Luka. It's not like the Lakers, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James, but the talent is there. You have Miles Bridges, I believe, is at least a one-time All-Star caliber player. You got Terry Rozier, who in his best years was shooting almost 40% from three on really, really high volume, honestly. You have Mark Williams, who is my candidate for most improved player. And you have solid role pieces who can be important on playoff squads like a PJ Washington. You have Brandon Miller, right? You have Bryce McGowan. You have so many talent, but in terms of veteran leadership and voice and guys who are going to tell you, hey, this is right. Hey, this is wrong. Show you how to be a professional. And we've seen this kind of become an issue here. As he continues to say, troubled youth pertaining to James Bouknight, Brandon Miller's situation. I think Brandon Miller will be perfectly fine. But he's also talking about the Miles Bridges as well. Troubled youth is like what's usually described. LaMelo hasn't done anything wrong, but it's like, what is the standard here? Or being set there. I'm sorry, I messed that one up. The wrong thing there, and it's not LaMelo's fault. Agree. Okay, he continues to say, I'm not going to repeat the entire quote, but he's young, of course. He's only 22. And an important one that I found very interesting, which I was thinking about this, making a video about this before he even said this, like the day before I was going to class. You know, there's a real issue with not in terms of our talent, but it's just in the development of where these guys are getting into problems. It was when the Kai Jones situation was happening, and I'm still distraught about what the hell even is going on there. But that, again, that's another issue that I didn't even mention. But you look at OKC, they don't really have a veteran there. The only guy I would consider a veteran, he's not even really a veteran. He's only been in the league 5 years, Shea. I mean, that's it. That's all they got. They're super young, and you see no problems here. Why? It's because up top, it flows from the top down. They're not going to allow BS in that front office. That organization has shown the ability to draft well and be able to develop talent to become skillful enough to go to an NBA Finals, to make a Western Conference Finals appearance. to draft MVP caliber players. They drafted 3. The Hornets have not shown that. It just hasn't happened. And then, so here I want to use QCT. I could very easily just look it up, but this is his channel, QCT. He makes highlight videos of all the Hornet players. He does highlights of press conferences, stuff like that. So if you're looking for Charlotte Hornets news channel, please go subscribe to him. I'll have a link to his YouTube channel down below, so you can go ahead and give him a follow there. But this is what Miles Bridges said on Snapchat. Y'all Hoopers get on these podcasts and talk like y'all really like that. Speaking on other teams like y'all know what's going on, and most the people talking the most shit don't play at all. We gon' see about all that this year on me, end quote. Okay, so I see both sides of this, man. Like, I get it. I get what Austin Rivers is saying, and he's completely correct if he's talking about from the front office perspective and from like a leadership role. From these players are not representing the Charlotte Hornets the best, and they're not making the best decisions. And it's something that the main reason why I'm so frustrated that they got rid of Dennis Smith Jr. He was such a vital veteran in that locker room. I just don't understand why you wouldn't pay him. I wouldn't even be mad if you went out and you gave him a bag. I'm saying a 1-year, $7, $5, $8 million contract, but because I believe that's so important. And it's something this team does not have. Terry Rozier, yes, technically is a veteran, but he's not a vocal veteran. He's been in the league 10 years, but he's not vocal. Hayward is a guy who just comes in the work and does his thing. Efficient, but don't expect anything else from him. All right? He's 32. He's been in the league for a long time, but I'm not expecting Gordon Hayward to do that. Dennis Smith Jr. did that very well, and we just weren't willing to offer him a deal that he just could not pass up. But he's absolutely right. We do not have that veteran. We don't have a Marvin Williams, right? We don't have guys I think about. We don't have a Nick Collison. We don't have a Amir Johnson. I'm trying to think of some great vets. Udonis Haslem, right? We don't have a Tony Parker, although Tony Parker I wouldn't deem as the most vocal leader, but he has that cachet, like a Tom Brady. Like when he went to the Bucks stepped up that year because they said, okay, this is greatness. This guy's been here. Let me listen. Let me learn. And that's what this organization has just literally decided not to do by drafting guys who are a little different, a little out there, who have a little bit of problems, and they refuse to say, hey, let's not do what OKC is doing. Because obviously we cannot do that. We don't have the capability, the know-how, or the will to coach players to become great men and great players. That's the most frustrating part of this, man. But after Miles said this, Kyrie weighed in on it. Thank you to Clutch Sports for leaving a link there. This is the tweet from Kyrie Irving, and I take this both sides. It says, LOL, gotta love peer-to-peer hoop drama. At who you're talking about next time. And a lot of fans took that as him talking to Miles Bridges. I don't think he's singling anybody out here. I think it's pretty obvious. He's talking about both of these clowns right now. And yeah, I'm saying it. This is stupid. This is absolutely stupid. Can we just play ball already? Can the season just start? I'm ready to start watching some hoops. I already got the tickets to the December 2nd game where we will be playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, where Austin Rivers plays for the Timberwolves, and I'm trying to watch that LaMelo Ball versus Anthony Edwards rivalry, even though it's not really a rivalry, but you got the first and third pick in respective drafts. I mean, when you think of it, Austin Rivers didn't at Miles Bridges either. He just started talking shit without knowing what the hell he's talking about. Even though to a certain degree I do believe he does know, because he is a veteran. But again, it's Austin freaking Rivers. Who the hell is listening to him? Come on now. And then you have Miles Bridges, who also didn't do the man thing by calling the person out directly, which is kind of weak in my opinion. But yeah, it's just goofy. It's just a goofy situation. So I just wanted to make a video about it. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're one away from 60 subscribers. Come on, y'all. Come on. Just hit it. Just hit the subscribe. You know you want to. You know you want to. Come on now. Get on it, guys. Alright, anyways. This is Everything Bud City here. I'm out. Peace.